Okay, so we're gonna keep working on the most useful tool in the universe, Poly, and it's in a pretty nice state at this point. We've done some work, you know. Let's get into the right little tmux session here. I don't have enough of them, obviously. And what did we do? What did we do last time? Oh, I always dox myself with that one. I labeled my commit message to do's and to dones. So clearly we did a lot. Clearly we did a lot. I believe we can do this. Let's see. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Head 1 maybe. There we go. Okay. Let's do head 2. All right. Love it. Love the lock file. Does it compile the OS? I don't know about that. Oh yeah, we did the whole open documentation thing. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. I forgot all about it. Everybody's surprised. So we can do a little something like poly OCaml docs, let's just say. BTW, I use Arch. Oh, I forgot I have Chrome as my default right now. Fail. Big fail. Hold on. Let me switch my default browser. Okay. We're so ready for this. This is going to work perfectly. Poly OCaml docs actually just opens Dylan's Twitch. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad. Okay. I'm going to read your message now. BTW, I use Arch. Hey man, how's it going? I'm also writing a CLI tool in Rust. I'm a novice in Rust, and I was wondering what would be the most secure way to store a token for the CLI. Okay. That's a good question. I mean, I would probably just use like is it a token that like the user's providing you, I'm guessing? I mean, in general, I would tend to prefer like using environment variables for something like that. Yeah, like in general, that's what I would do. I don't know if there might be a nicer way to deal with that, but maybe you mean like the CLI has like an authentication part and then it stores a token, and then I'm like, I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know. I've never done it. I've never had to deal with it. Yeah. Like if you're like calling to an API and then like doing some sort of authentication thing and then storing a user token somewhere, user gets the token upon account creation for auth. Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, I don't actually know. I don't know a good answer to that. Just never done it. Like where it's just being stored on their system or whatever. I have no idea. I feel like what happens. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I have any good context of other tools I use that do this. I mean, they tend to just store it in plain text in a specific place. But like, yeah, AWS does this, yeah, but typically I have like a credentials file that I've created for AWS, but like for work now we have federated login for AWS CLI. So we use like a GSTS or something like that, right? For IDP thing. But you could encrypt it. You store everything in passwords.txt and you have that on your public GitHub. Nice. Okay. But yeah, you could like Yeah, exactly. I think Nightshade has the right idea. If you don't want to store it in plain text, that's fine. Um, but like, I mean, GSDS, I think they just literally put it in my AWS credentials file, like the little token. Now, granted, it expires quickly, so maybe that's why it's not as big of a like security problem for them. But I'd say it also depends on your like TTL, right, for your token. But yeah, I think all those are decent ideas. All right, un momento. Nice. Partner is good. Send it over MSN Messenger. Is that a thing still? Do people still have that? Are we getting some? Did you guys hear the nice like dial-up sounds in this song? It was awesome. All right, I forgot my hoodie somehow. One sec. Hoodie time. Okay, let's do some stretching, everybody. Everybody ready for stretching? I'm already standing, so I already have that going on for me. But let's see. This one's good. Okay. I was wondering what a good stretching view. No. Whimsically says no. There we go. Oh no, don't go too much lower. This is getting into just chatting stream. Let's see. Good stretch. T stretching, same thing. T pose. All right, this is where I'm gonna either get a lot of followers or a lot of blocks right now. But this is what my chiropractor wants me to do. Oh God, it's not easy. Yep, just rotating my hip, you know. Thanks, Toggled It. I appreciate it. Yeah, old man hurts himself on stream. uh, were those poses just so distracting, Nightshade? Funny. All right. I keep doing this. I start the recording and then I just goof off. You're not going to get followers, but people leaving the stream. Oh, those were the options, Amit. Is either this is like really going to help or it's just going to plummet the numbers. I mean, oh gosh, is that what your thing was about, Nightshade? That you never updated me on, so I've just been worried about you this whole time. That sucks. I hope it just disappears or something. Oh God. Are they gonna have to do? I can't even think about it, especially since I'm standing up. It makes me dizzy. Okay, I think I can do this. Are you gonna do the zapping? Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. They have to do the zapping. That's the medical term for it, the zapping, or blasty. That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, seriously. What the hell? Those things are scary. Your limbs are interacting. What are you doing? All right. Okay, so we have a couple ideas for to-dos. We have the idea of a required args. That could be okay. But I kind of like, instead of having like required args, what if we just did like intelligent running of programs? Like it's support, if you pass args to it, that's okay. But if you don't, that's okay too. Um, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to model this, and that's partly why I think this might be interesting. It's something I don't know how to do currently. You can't just drink a bunch of Sprite and blast it out. I think that might be the problem, Badger. I think the sodas and everything, that might be the issue. Um sure. Very good. I guess we do have like the init project thing, but that doesn't sound very interesting to me. I'd rather figure out a way. This is going to take a while. I definitely won't finish it today. But like how can we run these commands more intelligently? I think that would be more interesting. Um I guess OCaml is a pretty good place to start. That's like something that would be like an easy one. Need to drink more water. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's dry up there for sure. Um no, just if you're asking me whimsically, I mean intelligent to the user, right? Like so for instance, if I'm here and okay, well this doesn't help me. This is Haskell. This doesn't help me. This is Haskell. Great. Um if I'm here and I want to go to actually we'll just go into the mtol thing. If I want to go into hello world. Oh yeah, I did a flake for this. Forgot about that. Use control C to give up. All right. We're building that flake. We're just going for it. I did not mean to do this, but I have Durem, and obviously I don't even remember building the Nix flake for this, but apparently I did. We don't know how long this is going to take on my computer. Let's just be real. Okay. Um let's get a new window. Okay. So, let's look at something else. Okay. Here we go. Here's an example. Yeah, like we want this project to be able to submit. I want to be able to submit this project to GitHub. So in order, to their whole like funding thing, so it has to have a heavy focus in AI in order to do that, right? So effing dumb. Okay, so here's an example for this guy, right? Like if I want to, like I can run dune build. I'm interested to see what happens, right? It doesn't do anything. That's fine. And that's because like this doesn't exactly have that, right? Um but I can do dune exec, and then I have to pass this whole minty tutorial.exe thing in order to run it. And it's kind of gross, right? Compile this white paper for me in Haskell. We could do that. um You almost died at Rocky Mountain National Park because of the elevation badger that you weren't used to. Yeah, people don't think about it. It's hilarious. It's hilarious when we get like fitness people go to a place with high elevation and they're just like, "Oh yeah, let's go, let's do it," and then they like basically die. I shouldn't say that's hilarious, but yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny since I'm not a fitness person, so there's that. After making using AI. Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah, Colorado's cool. I haven't been in Colorado in a long time, but I lived in the southern Rockies. There's kind of the southern Rockies. Well, actually, I visited the southern Rockies several times when I lived in New Mexico, because the Rockies actually go down into New Mexico. And then I lived at pretty high elevation in New Mexico. Oh, that's cool, Ninja. I didn't want this example. What I want a normal Dune project example, which is why I went to this one. Still not done building, by the way. Nice. Love it. So let's see. Do I have a normal example downloaded? Oh yeah, config is actually a good example. Okay, this will work. Because config's not a mono repo. We just build it normally, right? So Dune build works. Except this doesn't actually make any sense to say Dune exec config. I don't think this works. Because config's not a binary, it's a library. Fuck. All right. So that's not a good example either. That's why I was trying to use this effing example. Did I call it Mexico? No, I lived in New Mexico which is still in the United States, just in case people don't know. For years. Mexico? For 4 years. I think we were there for 3 years. Okay. This finally finished. That's nice. Okay, so if we just do a normal Dune build here, this should work. Albeit slowly. Okay. And then if we do a Dune exec hello world. Okay, good. This is what I wanted. Okay. So this is like our first. Is it pronounced Mexico? Yeah, it's Mexico in Spanish. Yeah. This is true. All right. Okay, right. So the point is, I want to be able to run poly OCaml run, right, without having to pass the program argument. Forgot how my own tool works. Yeah. We don't want to have to do that. Poly should just know, oh, this is an OCaml project. You know what? I could figure out what to run. All I have to do is look for an OPAM file. Now, of course, it would be very cool if, like, for instance, in Mint T, which is a mono repo, it would be pretty cool if it like gave you choices on what to run, but then we start getting into like TUI level stuff, right? Like where the user's choosing. And then we have to wait for input and read it. So I don't know if we're gonna get get that far. Your friend goes to Paris and it's no longer Paris, it's Paris. Yeah. It is very funny. Nice. Nice, Amit. Classic. All right. So let's just make sure we're on a good, we got a good branch state. We're happy about that. Let's see if we actually can do something about this. I think actually I'm ready to merge v2 into main. So maybe I should just do that first. Let's just do this first. Poly detect. Yeah, I mean, basically, I should just be able to say poly OCaml run, and it does the right thing, right? It can figure out where it's at. I mean, we could, this is interesting. What's actually more fun? I have to think about it. I mean, eventually it would be cool if we didn't even have to tell what language, right? Like we just say poly build and it builds, etc. It knows it's an OCaml project, etc., etc. That would be fun. How solvable is this problem? I don't actually know. That's why I wanted to do it in a new branch. Oh my god, I didn't squash and merge into main. I'm so mad about that. I'm so mad about that right now. The commit history is gonna be so gross. That's why I should have just opened a PR and let GitHub do it for me. I don't care enough. We're just gonna let it be. I'm not going to overthink it. Okay, so let's see. We'll just say auto detect for now. Yeah. Terrible humiliation. Okay. So let's just try doing something dumb to start with. And the dumb thing is mostly going to be like starting with OCaml run. And we should try to figure something out. If we're doing OCaml run, like what's happening next, right? So we know when we're past args. So we could start there. Let me see. So we construct our args. Now this is all of our args, right? Let me see. Let args if let sum args equals user args self.args to vec. Oh, right. This is the user args here. So we'd basically have to change the bin run code. And in the bin run code, like we know what the bin name is, we know what the args are, etc., etc. Of course, what's kind of gross about this is that like these are just strings right now, but we could make them nicer types later. Oh yeah, no, it's an insanely complicated problem. Like for it to work all of the time whimsically, it's very, very complicated. Very complex. But if it worked like 80% of the time, I think that would be cool. Like 80% of the time, if you have an OCaml project that's a binary and it and you have a Dune project and your project name is something we can figure out, etc., then this could work. I don't know. That's kind of the idea anyway. So why is my audio so effed? There we go. I just couldn't see that my audio was actually working. Get the structure of the folder or glob the files until you detect file extension and ignore or get ignore. You could create percentage of extensions that you found and get the highest one. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I think for now I'm not going to worry about the language detection thing yet. I just want to start with like can we make it so that I can just run poly OCaml run and not have to pass it a project name. That's pretty much the idea. Right? I shouldn't have to remember what the args are for all these things because that's annoying. So pretty much let's see if we can figure out what this is going to look like. So if user args is none and arg is required, should try to fill in valid argument, valid arg. That's the kind of that's the idea. Now we should like model this in our types eventually, but for now I'm probably just going to do it conditionals and stuff like that. So for now, let's just say if name equals dune and let's see, this is a box slice. Can't I still do this? Arg0 equals exec, then this. Okay, so here is where, and for now, let's just return an empty vec for fun. All set.
Not quite.
Okay. No worries. Let me know. Why do you hate this? I guess, yeah, we'll just start by doing this again. You like that extra guy here? Oh, I just hated it because of that. That's fine, but it's okay. Cannot found value name in scope. Yeah, that's because it's supposed to be self.name, self.args. Okay, we're good. Okay, so then we just have to figure out what is a reasonable way to find the project name. So there's a couple things, like we could literally just look for the OPAM file in the directory and then do that. There are, of course, I think there's ways to build OCaml without OPAM, like not even using, I mean, without dune, not even using Nix, but I don't know what those are. So we're just going to assume that everybody uses dune. And dune always will create this OPAM file with your project name. Now, if we cat our dune project, it also has this name. So it's like we could parse this file and then try to find the name. But then basically we're in the position where we have to figure out the project name inside of a file when I think the majority of the time it's going to be this, the name of this minus the extension for OPAM. So I think what we want to do is get the like the files in here. So I imagine there's like a Rust crate or something like that for this, but let's just see. Let's see what. Let's try GPT, and then we'll do some searching to see like what the best way to do this is. How can I get the contents of a directory in Rust? Okay. Right. FS. Duh. FS read dir path. Iterate over the directory entries. Okay, so then we just have a little entries. And that's just a result, etc., etc. Okay. I think we can just do an expect. So let's just try this. I'm pretty sure I don't have FS being used right now. And I think we were at like 203. So we'll just say if let OK entries equals fs read dir, and we'll just try this. And if not, we will just do this for now. We could make that nicer later. Okay, so then I have entries. So for entry and entries, if I remember right, I think that like makes it an iterator. So that might be like it implicitly calls it. Is that right? But let's just see if we can do like an entries dot filter. Yay. I shouldn't need that. We should be able to just do an entries dot filter, which just takes a pred p. So let's just say e for entry. And what is this? Result dir entry error. Okay. Interesting. Oh, weird. Yeah, they do have that here. If let OK entry equals entry. Okay. So Rust Analyzer is not wrong. Very surprising there. Just kidding. Yeah, I guess we can just continue with these horrible nested ifs and then we'll clean it up later. Okay, entry equals E. This is fine. Oh, actually, ideally, I just return this because I should just map over it. I shouldn't actually need to call it at all. Okay. So all I really care about is the file name. So if we say entry dot file name dot, I think there's an ends with, but maybe that's only in Maybe that's only a nightly. Let's see. Starring. I thought there was an ends with for some reason. Yep. Huh? It looks like it's not a nightly. They just have an ends with. So why isn't this working? Is entry not what I think it is? Oh, entry is dir entry. Okay. Right. No, I knew that. But what's file name? Why aren't you telling me? Come on, Rust Analyzer. Did I type it wrong? File type? Okay, that's weird. Oh, was it file name as a function? File name returns an OsString. Okay, returns the bare file name of this directory entry without any other leading path component. Okay, so maybe I should just look up dir entry and then I don't have to be so effing confused the whole time. Isn't it capital S dir entry? All right. Hey, Allison. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Okay, so this has file name, file type, metadata, and path. I think all I really care about is file name. Returns the file name of this directory without any leading path components. As an example, the output of the function will result in foo for all of the following paths. Love that. That's exactly what I want. And then it just gives me an OS string. Okay. So with an OS string, can I use ends with, or do I need to put it into a normal string first? Kind of seems like I have to put it into a normal string first. So I could do toStir, but we'll just see what happens. Hey, Correa, Lucas. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, so this gives us an OS string, apparently. And then, oh, right, we have to end up with a vec at the end of this. That shouldn't be too hard. That should be doable. Because all I really need to do is push it on there, right? Get path and use file name and extension methods? What are you talking about? Oh, there's a extension method. Is that what you're saying? That I missed? I missed? Oh, because then path gives me these things. All right, that's a pretty good idea. Because then I have a path buff. Let's see if it actually does what I want. I see your link, but why don't I see it here? Oh, because it's right here. Extension. and it's an option. Okay. If let OK entry dot path dot extension. I guess let's just do the path first. We'll just do it this way. Let p equals entry dot path, because then I can get the name. Does file name, it's the path of a directory. This is, wait, if the path is a normal file, this is the file name. So it includes the extension. It's kind of annoying, but that's fine. But yeah, I mean, I don't have to do the ends with. I'm just trying to, I don't know if I like it any better, honestly. I don't know if I really like it any better than just using the other thing. I mean, it's fine. I could do it this way. I forgot to review your Rust code. I totally forgot about it, Amit. I don't know if I'll have time today. Let's do it another time. Oh, it was file stem. File stem. Extracts the stem non-extension portion of self.filename. Boom. Okay, perfect. That just made path buff worth it. Okay, so we're going to do p.extension, which is an option, right? So what we want to say is, right, we want to return, let's just return the file stem if p.extension equals OPAM. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. We got this. Let's see. So we want to say p.extension dot, is there, can I do this? Is Rust Analyzer too confused at this point because I've done too many things? Let's just do this real quick. Let's just do this a couple places. Because I can't think when Rust Analyzer does this to me. I just can't do it. You know? Oh, that's what I want to do. I just want to put it down here. Okay. Just stop it. Stop it, Rust Analyzer. I'm trying to think. Okay. All right, let me cook, Amit. Don't tell me what to do. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me think about it. I want to think about it on my own. I like the path buff suggestion. But I don't want you to write the code for me. Otherwise I don't get anything out of it, right? I got to think about how to solve the problem on my own. All right. So let p path buff equals entry.path. Here I could, well, I guess there's two different ways. Like I could map it and then just return the path and extension and then like filter based on that value a little bit easier. But yeah. All right. But for now, let's just try this. No field extension on type path buff. Is it a method? It's a method. That's why. Very confusing. Okay, so extension is a method which returns an option. And then what do I get? On the option, I want to do... No, I forgot it does that. So annoying. All set? Okay. Thanks, Emma. See ya. Have I just tried doing it? Thanks. Thanks, Nightshade. I appreciate it. There is a filter. I think I just want to filter. And a filter takes the pred and then returns an option, right? Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. There's an or and there's an or else. I kind of think I just want to filter. Yeah. So then we're going to do filter, and this is X'd, and it's basically just X'd equals, I have to do a new OsString, and I don't remember how to do that, which is fine. OsStir new. I don't know if that part matters or if I can just do, maybe I can just do this, but we'll find out. Okay. If let okay entry equals E, let P equals entry dot path. Yeah, how about that? Mismatched types. Expected type bool found enum. Found an effing enum. No. Found an enum optional. Oh, because this is the return type of filter. That's all it's telling me. Okay. So then we're just going to say dot filter X equals OPAM. Okay. Yes. And then we can say, now I want to say map, right? We filtered it. If it's filtered, it's none. Then we want to go to map. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'll eventually get there someday. All right. So I'm still probably going to have to change that. ToString does string, not OsStr. Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably do need to change it, but first I'm just going to fix the whole like fact I'm not returning a Boolean, which is going to be something like this. There's probably a nicer way of doing this, but that's okay. I don't want to get too confused. All right, so then if we say p.extension.filter this, oh, this is kind of annoying because here I still just have the extension, and I actually, what I wanted to do, no, okay, so this filter is fine, but then I'm going to go back and do the entry.path. That's kind of weird. Okay, whatever. I'm overthinking it. Let's go back to this being on one line because that's fine. But I think that this is still mismatch types expected type bool, but got a OsString. Oh, because I don't actually want to filter here. I actually do want to map. Okay. So I'm going to map X equals OPAM. So I'm going to map extension into a bool because I'm in a filter already. That makes sense. I told you not to write the fucking code. I told you not to do it. I told you not to do it. Gotta solve my own problems, dude. He took the advice from your video. Like I don't stream so people can write code for me. You know I like you, right? I'm fine, but like I'm trying to solve a problem. Oh. Fuck it. Nightshade. Fucking Nightshade. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Why does this hate me? I mean, I know this isn't great code, but why does it hate me? I have to know. Before I can make the code better, I have to at least know why it sucks as it is. I appreciate all of you. And I love all of you and hate all of you all at the same time. Okay. This is much better. Expected option bool found bool. Oh, right, because that's how that works. Is it unwrap or? Is that the problem? Did I just get this wrong? It's unwrap or. So I can just do like unwrap or and then just give it a little false. Is that one problem fixed? No, it just caused a new problem. I know I didn't import OsString, but you should just know what the hell it is, okay? I don't want to have to do this. Who wants this? Okay, we'll just do it this way. Okay, we got rid of some errors, I think. Yeah, right. This is our cargo build. We're good. We're good. Oh god, switching languages all the time is actually, I think, not helping me, but that's okay. If let okay entry expected bool found unit. Okay, that's fine. That I can understand. Okay. This much I can understand. All right. So obviously this is the worst code ever written. But okay. So then we have entries dot filter, and yes, I know that this does nothing. I understand that, okay? I was just trying to get somewhere with it. That's all I was doing. Why don't you understand that? All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So this essentially works, and I believe this will build. It's just that, of course, we're not like using this value. So let's use the value, and then we're going to clean up the code. Okay. They don't understand you. Thanks, Amit. It's many such cases of people not understanding me. Okay, so big skill issues today. I've like only been thinking about OCaml for the last like 5 days. So I think this is just like another kind of context switch. Who knows? This looks fine, right? So by the end of this filter, right, we have something. Let's do this. Just so we have an entry, right? We possibly have an entry, right? We might not have an entry, but we possibly do. We either have an entry or we have nothing, right? And that's fine. So if we have an entry, that's good. We just need to make a vec out of it. And then we probably just want to join our vecs together, right? So let's see what we have on this little guy. I guess I need to do a collect probably because I'm pretty sure I'm just in an iterator. Yeah. Okay. That's what it is. I just need to collect. And I think, how does... Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Collect just basically works with kind of like into, I feel like. Okay. So like for instance, if I had this, let's just say let v equals, and then collect requires me to say what this is, which at this point, unfortunately, what this is a freaking result dir entry error. Which is probably not exactly the nicest thing, and that's because I never actually did the work of... Okay. I'm getting somewhere. Give me a second. I think I hate this. And I hate this because I actually just want to map this. And I think that's the problem. I hate everything about this right now. I can see why people do this in a for loop because it would be a lot effing nicer. Because right now, this is a vec of this is a vec of and result dir entry error. Okay. So as much as I did not want to have this happen, and I would have to like obviously bring these into scope, as much as I didn't want to have to clean up this code first, I think I'm going to have to, because this is just so bad. And there's no way I'm going to work with a vec of result of dir entry error. And this kind of goes back to like the initial design of a lot of this, which is that if I was just using question mark operators all of the time, this would be a lot nicer. And if I just returned a result, this would be a lot nicer, et cetera, et cetera. So I think what we can at least do to start with is we can return a result up here. So let's just change this from from unit to returning a result of something. At least. And then we can start using some question marks and get out of some of this. And I think that will be nicer. Okay. Because there's just way too many freaking results in here. It's really, really annoying. So instead of if let OK entries, we should be able to do fs read dir /question mark, unless I completely forget how this works. Okay. And then we have entries. And now entries is not an effing result, right? Entries is better than that. Okay. Let's move this And we can get rid of that else branch. And then we'll go to here. And we also need to return a result down here. And so we'll just say, okay, unit. And that gets rid of that error. And we can get back up here. Okay. So entries dot filter. This is fine, I think. So E is again a result. So if I want to get rid of that result, instead of having to do an if let okay, blah, 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 well, let's get rid of this error first. Why is this? What's the problem with my control flow? Ithrak, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Expected unit found result. And that is where? Oh, it's okay, hold on. Let's get all of our errors first of all. Come on, you can do it. Here we go. The trait from stud IO error is not implemented for unit. Right. Okay. So a lot of times what I will do is, because I just don't care enough, I just do this. And that gets rid of that. Okay. That's what happens when you don't care, guys. Okay. And then we just need to do an expect down in our main, just to make sure that it's not hiding any other errors. b.run.expect run failed, you bastards. Okay. Make sure we get a clean-ish build. We do not. Okay. Cannot infer type of the parameter be declared on the method collect. Yeah, that's totally fine. So I can give it the little fish notation. Here, since that's what the compiler tells me to do, which I'm happy to do, but we still want this to be a little bit better than it is. Anyhow result. Oh, I know anyhow is like really popular. So no, I actually have not used anyhow, but I probably should, because it just makes some of this a lot easier to work with. Yeah. I've heard it's really nice. All right. So mad right now. So mad. Okay, so let's just say let entry equals E like this. And I don't think why would this end up like this? Is that not allowed? If you just want to bubble figures easily, yeah. Okay. Let me just try this first. So what do you hate about this? In a closure that returns result or option or another type that implements from residual. Try is not implemented for and result. Okay. So what am I supposed to do? I don't actually know how to fix this problem. All right, chat. You can comment on this problem if you know how to fix it. The trait try is not implemented for. The trait try is implemented for result TE. Is it because it's a ref? Oh, cannot use the... Oh, because it's a closure that returns a bool. I think that's the actual problem. Because I'm in a closure that returns a bool, I can't use the question mark operator. Oh, that makes some sense. So I guess here, maybe I just want to go back to the previous implementation and we'll just have the if let branch. Okay, that's fine. We can go back to this. And now we're just back to the fact that we're not actually using this. And that should be our only error. Nice. So we collected this to a vec, and we actually need to take this and add it to our other args. So then that just becomes whatever concat is for vec, which I literally talked about this last time and I already forget if there is such a thing. Is it join? Join. A slice of tea. No, I don't think this is what I want. Extend. That was it. Okay. Extend. Extend from clones and appends all elements in a slice to the vec. Okay, so there's an extend from slice. Is there also just a normal extend that it's just not telling me about? Oh, it's a trait thing. That's probably why. Okay. Right. But these have to be the same. Yeah. That's fine. So I didn't finish my work here because I'm still, this is just the filter step. And then I collected it, but I actually need to map it into the actual thing that I want. So let's just do the map real quick and then we should be good. I mean, it's gross. Oh yeah, this is where I got annoyed and where I didn't want to do it this way. So I'm kind of thinking actually what I want to do is I just want to map. And instead of this being that, I'm actually going to make it an option. I mean, what's annoying is maybe I don't actually want map or filter. I'm actually just looking for a single element. And this is where I'm being dumb, I think. Yeah. Yeah, this is where I'm being dumb. Okay. So let's just say extend args here. So let's do this. I actually just want like a find, basically. Why am I doing this? I don't need any of this. Args is just what I want this to be. I'm literally just trying to find a single element within an iterator, and I started using map and filter and all these other things, and I realized I should just do like a find of some sort. I don't know if that exists. On iterator. Iterator. Find. How about it? Searches for an element of an iterator that satisfies a predicate. Okay, that's what I want. And find map is even better. A.findMap s.parse.ok is sum2. Okay. Applies function to the elements of iterator and returns the first none result. Love this. Okay. This is exactly what I wanted. Okay. Oh, God. It helps to actually know what API you're looking for or think through it. Well, technically, the fs readdir returns the readdir type, and then readdir implements iterator, right? And that's why I can use the maps and everything on them. So I want to do a find map, and this is why I hate LSPs. I'm just telling you. I don't use an LSP for work because the squiggly lines, they just drive me insane. But that's okay. We'll get there. It definitely has an interface that I'm not completely, I don't know how much I love it. TBH. Okay. If let OK entry equals E, let P equals entry dot path. Then we're going to say p dot extension dot map x equals this. But actually, now I'm back to the whole filter thing. And I want the filter because I want this. It's fine that this is still an option of the extension, right? And then I'm going to say if p.extension.filter. Blah, blah, blah is sum instead of is none, then now I could just map this as well. It would just be kind of weird, and I don't know exactly like would I have access to the path. And it's a little iffy on that. Like if I wanted to map this, I don't know. It's kind of, let's just try it for fun. Dot map. What is this? Technically, this is a bool. I don't actually care about it though. Can I then take p.filestem, I believe they called it. I don't know if I can actually do that. We're getting there. We're getting there. What does filestem return? An option of OsString. Okay. And And is there a flat map on option? I would imagine that there is. Stop telling me the solution, Amit. All right. There's a flatten, which I could call here, but there's not actually like a flat map. Interesting. Okay. 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 So then I have a flatten and I have an OsString, which is fine. I mean, now I just need to look up that thing for OsString to stir, right? Oh, actually, I can just use the LSP for that. Oh, right. And then it's flatten, and then, I hate this. I hate this so much. There are many aspects of this which are not nice. All right. And then actually, I don't want this if anymore. If I go this route, we're gonna filter this p dot extension dot filter dot map dot flatten and then I mean I could do a dot map again, and then this should be my OS stir, and I can just say to stir, and then I should have what I need, but I doubt this is gonna work. No, it definitely hates me. If and else have incompatible types. Okay. And why are their types incompatible? You gonna tell me? You gonna tell me? Expected unit type found struct vec and stir. Okay. Oh, because I never. No, I'm returning this right here. Self.args. Yeah, I could match. That's true. I told you, man. We're making it work. Then we're gonna make it nicer. Yeah, tuple matching is really nice. Extend returns unit. F. I hate stuff like this. Oh, but then wait. Self.args.toVec extend returns unit. Oh God. God, why? Why not just make this more functional? All right. Option, and stir is not an iterator. Okay. So if let's see, entries dot find map. Oh, right. I just didn't handle the else case here. So if the find map does not work, which returns an option, then we have to say dot or, if I remember right, Um, oh yeah, here now I finally have the arg. I just have the arg. Okay. And here is actually it's actually the project. So we'll just call it project. We'll be really special. Now we don't need the collect thing, but we are going to need the other thing. Dude, I've been writing Rust for a while, Nunes. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? Okay. Let project, and you hate my equals of all things. Okay. So then project becomes this, and f dot push becomes that. And project should be just a stir anyway. Expected reference and stir found enum option and stir. Right. We're getting there. So why isn't it not telling me what this type is right now? It's really annoying. So why do we have an option and stir? Lisp helps you write Rust, dude. So why do I have two options, first of all? That part I don't understand. Because I've gone too far out. Now I have an option and stir. Okay, that's fine. I guess what I kind of want out of it is a result. Isn't that like dot okay? What does okay or do? So I could do this. Let me just think about this. Oh, but then that, no, not quite what I want. Okay. So I have flatten. What do I want? I don't want an unwrap or, because if I have a string, I don't want to just add it to it. I only want to add it if there's something that I've actually done. I guess that's fine. Maybe I do want a result. Maybe I just want an error and then not worry about it later. I don't know what I want to do yet. That's the problem. Panic if you can't find an entry point. Yeah. I mean, that's essentially what this would do. And then this is going to get back into the point that I'm going to have to I always forget how to use OK or. You just have to provide it an error. No entry point. Okay. Oh, because this still just returns a result. So this is a result here. Oh, okay. Shouldn't there be something nicer? Maybe I want unwrap or, and then I don't have to like do a result and then go into there. What does unwrap or do? Does unwrap or do what I want it to do? No. I'm just gonna look. I'm not happy with any of these options. There's got to be something nicer. If unwrap fails, it returns a default value, right? I just feel like there's got to be something. I mean, if I just unwrap, it will panic anyway, right? No. I guess okay or is right. I just don't like it. Okay or else still returns that. Okay or E returns result TE. Okay, I guess that's the best we've got. I don't like it, but that's fine. It just feels weird. Like what? Why would I write no entry point again? I mean, I guess one is constructing the error. Okay, fine. I hate it all. I hate it all. Oh, I don't need okay or. Effing me. Did I miss the fact that I can just call expect on an optional? That's interesting. That makes a lot more sense. Oh God. Man. I don't know, man. I've been watching and thinking about and writing too much OCaml. And this is what happens. Rots your brain. All right. Just kidding. What? I just need to add a little ampersand there? Like what do you want from me? All right. What if I just do a 2 stir here instead? And then still not the right type. Just deref ext. Expected option and stir. Found and stir. Wait, what? Okay, we're going to change this anyway, but fine. Let's just get it to work. I keep saying that I'm going to do this. Why would it expect option and stir right there, though? All right, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just... Nightshade thinks this will work. Didn't work, Nightshade. Unbelievable. Two stir can fail for OS stir to string. Oh, it was a meet. Two stir can fail for OS string. I just didn't look at my types. It's an option. Now what do we have? Okay. We can deal with a little mute. f dot push cannot borrow f as mutable as it is not declared as mutable. Oh, I forgot to put a mute there. Nice try. Nice try. Yeah, I'm fine with moving in this case, actually, because I don't need the P except in there. I'm pretty sure that would be fine. But let's see. Might have some lifetime issues. Okay. Cannot return value referencing local data P, returns a value referencing data owned by the current function. P is borrowed here. Okay, that's fine. And that's because, so I could do a couple things. I think I could just do an as ref. Guess not. All right. I mean, I guess when you call extension, it's already taking a ref, right? Huh. All right. Now, can we just get out of this escape? Can we just use clone as an escape hatch? No, that doesn't work either. Interesting. I knew this was going to be like bad. And this is why you shouldn't do it this way, guys. All right. let's do what we should have done anyway and just make this a freaking match. Oh god. I mean, it's not terrible, right? I just, okay, let's think through this error. This is how I write Rust. Most people use escape hatches. I try to think through the error. Let's see. We're not going to use an escape hatch. Let's think about the problem here. We know how borrowing works in Rust. Okay? We know how it works. Okay. May outlive borrowed value P. Okay. We get that. So, because it may outlive borrow valued P, we can move it. But the problem is that we're then moving that P out of here. So this is still a borrow. So that still doesn't really help us. So it's possible that a clone right here could solve it, right? But it doesn't. And why doesn't this solve it? Cannot return reference to temporary value, returns a reference to data owned by the current function. Okay, because file stem returns a temporary value. It's not very nice of them. Okay. What if I do a clone up here? It would get rid of it. Yeah. Still has a problem, right? Because of the whole file stem thing. And then maybe if I do file stem.clone. Nope. Also doesn't like that. It's possible if I do the move here, but then we're still back to this. Cannot return value referencing local data P. Returns a value referencing data owned by the current function. P is borrowed here. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Just give me a second. Why would a clone not actually fix this, though? That part I'm pretty confused about. I feel like a clone should fix this, but it's not. And that part's confusing. Like, we're moving the P. Move file stem next to P and clone it. I don't know what you mean to me. It needs to be borrowed, but it returns and OS stir. Sure. I mean, I guess I could try a 2-owned here, but that's not. What does 2-owned return in this case? That just changes. You guys like never message and then suddenly Dylan and BG are like, "Oh yeah, we're all available. Let's talk for like 8 minutes on Discord while Meta's streaming." Unbelievable. A little bit, but mostly I'm just annoyed by the ding in my ears. Method to OsString. What is this weird MIT hosted Rust docs that you're sending me? Copies the slice into an owned OsString. OsStir.to OS. Oh, so I just need a to OsString. Okay. I'm a little bit hurt. It's true. Okay. Okay. Nope. Still hates me. I just hate things that I don't understand. Which means I hate a lot of things. I know you're all thinking it. Okay. Oh, right. It's an option. I knew that. Maybe I do just need to get it out of that option so that it's no longer being annoying, but that's kind of the whole effing point of this thing. Do you even like anything? It's a good question, Dylan. That's very true. That is very true. All right, sure. Let's just expect reason, just like the compiler tells me to. You expect reason, you're really setting yourself up for failure if you're expecting reason. And then we have a 2. Okay, sure. So I guess there's not a 2 stir here. We don't have a 2 stir anymore on OsString. I mean, it's possible that this just works. No, of course not. Oh, because we got rid of our nested option, and so we don't need a flatten. Okay, cool. So now we just have to deal with the actual, this guy. Though I am kind of wondering, let's see. So I changed it to owned, right? So that I took ownership of that string. And now I kind of want it back into like a ref. But I think probably what I want is to just delete this line. Not what I meant to do. I probably just want to delete this line. Let's just see what happens if I do this. So this should just be an OsString. Okay. And hey, BG, what's up? I'm not really a nihilist. Not really. I can convert it to string instead of OsString. Oh, up top I can? Oh yeah, that would be nicer. Like here, can I just give it a little toString? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're so ready for this. Pretty happy, except now this fails. So you're just lying to me. The method toString exists for reference and OsString, but its trait bounds were not satisfied. Is this, God, I wish my memory didn't suck. Is this the error where I have to like add the trait to the top? Is that the problem? Doesn't satisfy stood. Yeah. This is my chat, BG. This is what happens. I say my chat, and it's literally Nightshade, who's in like everybody's chat, trolling them, trying to tear them down. Just kidding. Okay. Doesn't satisfy toString. Doesn't satisfy display. The following trait bounds were not satisfied. Could not. Okay. I always forget what this means. Not going to implement traits. That would be stupid. Yeah, no, that doesn't work well. Not a fan. toStir.toString. It's so dumb. It's so effing dumb. No, that doesn't work either. I could do an into string. Okay. Watch this. Does that work? Just do an expect. La. It's so bad. But then it's not going to live long enough, right? It can't. It can't live long enough. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is so effing cursed right now. I haven't struggled this much with the borrow checker in a really long time. It's so bad. I promise. This is static. I promise. I promise. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I'll do that sometime. Probably not today. I need to go. What the hell happened to my keep cam? What the hell, man? What the hell, OBS? Yeah, right. I haven't struggled this much with borrow checker in a while, but this is also just like pretty cursed code at the moment. All right, F it. Now is the time to use globals. How did I fix it up here? I'm trying to remember. I guess user args is something that was created here, and that's why it worked. So gonna work. Brahim 90, thanks for the follow. Okay, I really do have to go, unfortunately. I hate leaving when I'm like in the middle of absolutely failing at life. All right. Oh, Lisp comment to do something that makes this thanks, whimsically. Thanks. Something that makes this work. Like maybe matches instead of all of these nested ifs. And just not coding anymore in your life. Okay. Good to do comment. We'll just commit this as a whip. And thanks, Purplish. Oh, you changed your name twice. Are you gonna go back to Shy Ryan? Are you still gonna do that? I like Shy Ryan actually. I think it's cute. That probably doesn't convince you to change it. I mean, it's cool. It's great. Probably should not have used the word cute in that. Shy Ryan is cute. Yeah. I know. I was trying to think of something that would convince him. All right. So smitten. So cute. Wow, look at that guy. Okay. Why would I upload this video to YouTube? But anyway, let's just stop the